Hello everyone, and welcome back to Little English Studio. Today, we have a very special story to share with you. It is not just the story of a football player. It is the story of a boy who came from a small city in Argentina, who faced incredible challenges, who carried enormous dreams in his little heart, and who grew up to become one of the greatest athletes the world has ever known. This is the story of Lionel Andrés Messi, a name that millions chant in stadiums, a name that children write on their first football shirts, a name that will forever be remembered in the history of sports. Sit back, relax, and let's dive into the full journey of Lionel Messi, from his childhood streets in Rosario to the shining lights of Barcelona, from heartbreaks and struggles to glory and triumph. Lionel Andrés Messi was born on June 24, 1987, in the city of Rosario, Argentina. Rosario was not a rich city. It was not famous for skyscrapers or luxury cars. It was a working-class city, filled with factories, hard labor, and ordinary people. Messi's family was not wealthy. His father, Jorge Messi, worked in a steel factory. His mother, Celia, worked part-time as a cleaner. They lived a modest life in a small house, where love was plenty but money was always tight. From the very beginning, Messi was different. He was the youngest of 4 children, shy, quiet, and small. But when he had a football at his feet, he was no longer just a boy. He became a magician. His grandmother, Celia Oliveira, was the first to notice his gift. She often took him to local football matches and encouraged him. One day, she said, "This boy will be a great player." She was his biggest supporter, and Messi often dedicated his goals to her after she passed away when he was very young. Even today, whenever Messi scores, he often points his finger to the sky, a tribute to his beloved grandmother. By the age of 5, Messi was already playing for a small local club called Grandoli, coached by his father. The field was rough, the shoes were old, but the little boy, with a big dream, didn't care. He dribbled past bigger kids as if they were standing still. At the age of 8, Messi joined the youth team of his favorite club, Newell's Old Boys. Wearing their red and black shirt, he felt like a hero in the making. Fans loved watching the tiny boy who scored dozens of goals in every season. They called his youth team the Machine of 87 because they were unstoppable. But as Messi's skills grew, something else began to worry his family. His growth seemed too slow. While other children grew taller and stronger, Messi remained unusually small. His parents took him to doctors, and the truth was heartbreaking. Messi suffered from a growth hormone deficiency. Without treatment, he would not grow like a normal child. The treatment required expensive hormone injections, costing around €10 a month. His family simply could not afford it. Messi's parents searched everywhere for help. Some relatives in Argentina tried to support him. The local club, Newell's Old Boys, promised to help but could not keep up with the costs. Even the famous club River Plate showed interest in young Messi, but they too refused to pay for the medical treatment. For a moment, it seemed like Messi's dream might end before it even began. In the year 2000, when Messi was just 13 years old, his father decided to take one last risk. They traveled to Spain, to the city of Barcelona, where Jorge's relatives lived. Through connections, they arranged a trial with FC Barcelona, one of the most famous clubs in the world. The scouts could not believe their eyes. This little boy, so tiny and fragile, played like no one they had ever seen. His dribbling, his balance, his vision, he was like a gift from the football gods. But there was still hesitation. Signing a 13-year-old foreign child, who also needed expensive medical treatment, was a huge risk. Some officials were not sure. Days turned into weeks. The Messi family grew nervous. Would Barcelona really take him? Finally, on December 14, 2000, Barcelona's technical director, Carles Rexach, made history. He was so impressed by Messi that he decided to sign him immediately. But there was no official contract paper available at that moment, so he grabbed the nearest thing, a napkin. On that napkin, he wrote the promise to sign Lionel Messi. That napkin became one of the most legendary documents in football history. Barcelona agreed to pay for Messi's medical treatment. The dream was alive again. Messi joined La Masia, Barcelona's famous youth academy. Here, many great players had trained, but Messi was still special. Life in Spain was not easy at first. Messi was shy, barely spoke, and missed his home in Argentina. He often cried at night, missing his mother and siblings. For a long time, only his father stayed with him in Barcelona, while the rest of the family was still in Rosario. But on the pitch, Messi found his voice. Against older and stronger kids, he danced with the ball. His teammates could hardly believe his speed and control. Coaches described him as a genius. Step by step, Messi climbed through the youth levels. He was small, but he was unstoppable. Coaches began to whisper, this boy could be the best in the world. On October 16, 2004, at the age of 17, Messi made his official debut for Barcelona's first team. He came on as a substitute against Espanyol. In that moment, history began. He was young, nervous, and tiny compared to the giants of football. But soon, his brilliance shone. On May 1, 2005, Messi scored his first goal for Barcelona against Albacete. He became the youngest ever scorer for the club at that time. The way he lifted the ball over the goalkeeper, calm and confident, announced the arrival of a new superstar. Over the next years, Messi's rise was unstoppable. He played alongside greats like Ronaldinho, who mentored him and called him his little brother. Ronaldinho even said, "This boy will be better than me." By 2006, Messi was already winning titles with Barcelona, including the UEFA Champions League. But he was not just part of a winning team, he was becoming the heart of it. In 2007, the world truly noticed him. Against Getafe, Messi scored a goal that was almost identical to Diego Maradona's legendary goal of the century in the 1986 World Cup. Starting from his own half, Messi dribbled past 5 players and scored. People gasped, "This is the new Maradona." From 2008 onwards, under coach Pep Guardiola, Barcelona built a golden team. Xavi, Iniesta, Busquets, Puyol, Dani Alves and Messi. They played a style called tiki-taka, with fast passing and movement. At the centre of it all was Messi. In 2009, Messi helped Barcelona achieve a historic treble, winning La Liga, Copa del Rey and Champions League. That same year, he won his first Ballon d'Or, the award for the best player in the world. He was only 22. From 2009 to 2012, Messi reached levels never seen before in football. In 2012, he scored an unbelievable 91 goals in a calendar year, breaking Gerd Müller's long-standing record. It was a number that seemed impossible. He collected Ballon d'Or trophies year after year, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 4 in a row. The world had never seen such dominance. Fans began to debate, is Messi the greatest of all time? But football is not just about glory. Alongside the joy, Messi also faced pain. While Messi was conquering the world with Barcelona, his journey with Argentina was more complicated. In 2005, he played his first match for Argentina. But in tournaments, Argentina often fell short. In the 2007 Copa America final, they lost to Brazil. In the 2010 World Cup, they were destroyed 4-0 by Germany. The pressure on Messi was enormous. Argentinians loved football more than anything, and they demanded success. Many fans compared him to Maradona, who had led Argentina to World Cup glory in 1986. They accused Messi of not showing the same passion for his country. Some even called him a Catalan instead of Argentinian. Messi felt hurt. He cried after defeats. In 2016, after losing 3 finals, World Cup 2014, Copa America 2015, Copa America 2016, Messi announced his retirement from international football. He said, "For me, the national team is over. I tried everything." The world was shocked. Argentina without Messi? Impossible. Fans, teammates, even the president begged him to return. Children stood in the streets with signs saying, "Don't go, Messi." A few months later, Messi returned. He could not abandon his country. In the late 2010s, Messi continued to shine, but Barcelona as a team began to struggle. He carried the team on his shoulders, scoring hat-tricks, rescuing them again and again. But Champions League heartbreaks kept coming. Against Roma in 2018, against Liverpool in 2019, against Bayern Munich in 2020 with that painful 8-2 defeat. Still, Messi never gave up. He scored over 600 goals for Barcelona, becoming their all-time top scorer, winning 10 La Liga titles and 4 Champions League trophies. But behind the scenes, the club was in financial chaos. By 2021, things reached breaking point. In August 2021, the unthinkable happened. Barcelona announced they could not renew Messi's contract because of financial rules. Messi cried during his farewell press conference. He said, "I did everything I could. I never imagined saying goodbye to Barcelona." Fans around the world were heartbroken. Messi had spent 21 years at Barcelona. He was not just their greatest player, he was their identity. But life goes on. Messi needed a new home. Messi signed with Paris Saint-Germain, PSG, in France. There, he reunited with his old friend Neymar and played alongside Kylian Mbappé. At first, things were difficult. A new league, a new language, a new environment. He was no longer the boy who grew up in Barcelona. He was a guest in a new land. But slowly, Messi adapted. He still created magic. Stunning free kicks, clever passes, beautiful goals. In 2022, he helped PSG win Ligue 1. Yet, everyone knew his eyes were set on something bigger. Something that had always escaped him, the World Cup. The 2022 FIFA World Cup in Qatar was Messi's last chance. At 35 years old, he knew it was now or never. Argentina started badly, losing their first match to Saudi Arabia. Critics laughed, saying Messi's dream was over. But Messi and his team fought back. They defeated Mexico, Poland, Australia, the Netherlands, and Croatia. Messi was unstoppable, scoring, assisting, leading with his heart. On December 18, 2022, the final against France became one of the greatest matches in football history. Messi scored, Mbappé scored. Extra time, penalties, the world held its breath. When Gonzalo Montiel scored the winning penalty, Argentina were champions of the world. Messi fell to his knees, tears in his eyes. After years of heartbreak, he had finally achieved the ultimate glory. The image of Messi lifting the World Cup trophy, wrapped in a traditional Qatari cloak, will live forever in football history. After the World Cup, Messi became more than a legend. He became a symbol of perseverance, humility, and passion. He inspired millions of children, not just in Argentina, but across the planet. He showed that even a small boy with health problems, from a poor neighborhood, could reach the very top through hard work, dedication, and love for the game. In 2023, Messi made another surprising move. He joined Inter Miami in the United States. Fans in America could not believe it. Stadiums were full, tickets sold out in minutes, and suddenly, football in the US had a new life. Off the pitch, Messi is known for being humble, quiet, and family-oriented. He married his childhood sweetheart, Antonella Rocuzzo, and they have 3 sons, Tiago, Matteo, and Ciro. Despite his fame, Messi often says his happiest moments are at home, being a father and husband. He loves simple things, spending time with family, playing video games, eating Argentine barbecue. And so, as we close this story, we at Little English Studio say thank you, Lionel Messi, for giving the world not just football, but magic.